The Logitech C920 webcam, this guy right here, versus the Logitech BRIO. Basically one of the lower end webcams that Logitech offers, the tried and true most popular one, the C920, under $100, versus the BRIO, their most high-end webcam they've ever made, which is 4K with the glass lens, multiple viewing angles. Which one is better for you? Well, in today's video, I'm going to go over all of the features of both. I've used them both for hundreds of hours, hundreds of videos and streams, and I'll tell you the pros and cons of both, as well as all of the accessories you should consider to go with both of these webcams. Also, I'm going to show you the software side, because both webcams are formidable and a potential value for you because they come with the Logitech G Hub software that actually allows you to change the settings of the webcam and keep those settings in real time. I'll demo that for you in real time in this video so you can make your best purchasing decision. The highest end Logitech webcam out there, or one of the lower end ones that's a tried and true bad boy from years and years back. Let me just show them to you right now. You can make your own judgments with your own eyes as we kick off this video. This is a Logitech BRIO webcam. As you can see, I'm a bit overexposed on it right now, and I'll show you some software side where you can fix that with the G Hub. But this is it. You were just looking at a DSLR. Now you're looking at the Logitech BRIO directly with a chroma key and with my green screen. I'll show you a wider shot in a moment, but this is the BRIO. So that was a step down from DSLR to BRIO. Here we are in the BRIO. It's a couple $100, this webcam. Then let's take a further step down to the 920. And this is the Logitech C920. I'm a bit washed out in this shot as well, as you can see, but as you can see, there was yet another step down. And look, there's a transition between each of these webcams. The one you're looking at right now, the Logitech C920, is under $100. The BRIO is a couple $100, and the DSLR you saw a moment ago was over $800 for the complete setup. So you're gonna get what you pay for. But let me show you the wider shots to show you how dynamic the shot is, because this is currently cropped and filtered. So here is the wider shot with the Logitech C920. I'm at arm's length from the camera. It's on top of my monitor, and I'll go ahead and turn off the chroma key so that you can see the way that this looks without any filtering of any description on, and boom, there it is without chroma key. Pretty tight, right? You can see the detail on the boom arm here. You can see the hair on my face. The Logitech C920 is no slouch. The one I'm using is 10 years old. It is the original webcam I started my YouTube career with as a full-time Twitch streamer 10 years ago. It still works. Pretty solid quality, right? Let's go to the BRIO wide shot to compare. This is the BRIO wide shot. As you can see, I get a lot more real estate. You're seeing my legs here, the floor, the edges of the green screen, the whole nine, right? A much wider angle lens. The BRIO offers up to a 90-degree angle lens, and I'll show you that on the software side. This is without the chroma key filter on. So as you can see, you can get much closer to the BRIO. It's an arm's length away. You can bring it in closer to your face to get more pixels of your face and of your shot, essentially, because it has a wider angle lens and actually multiple field of view options with this particular webcam. Those are the two shots side by side. This is wide Logitech BRIO, and this is wide Logitech C920. No filtering on either of those shots. Cool? Let's talk about the features of each and the accessories that you may want to get with each, and then I'll show you the software side of both of these pieces of equipment. Let's first go to the Logitech C920. So this webcam is legendary. It's been around for freaking ever. Most people who are on a budget are going to put it on the top of their monitor like that, and every webcam that's come after it has basically copied the design of this webcam. It's pretty standard. It's got a non-glass lens, okay? It's not a glass lens. It is limited to 1080p, and it's got a standard mounting option that goes on top of your computer and some built-in microphones on the webcam. Standard, everybody copied it because it was the best design out the gate. But one other thing you should know about this webcam is on the bottom you can fold it up, and it's got a little screw in there, a little hole, where you can put it basically in any mount you want to get the camera into the perfect position for whatever you're trying to accomplish. So I do recommend with both of these webcams, if you want to get the right shot, that you consider getting a gooseneck stand like this one. Links in the description below to all of these webcams and products I'm talking about. They're affiliate links. This is not a sponsored video. This gooseneck, I've got two of them, and what it allows you to do is mount the camera, the webcam, to the top of the gooseneck, you clamp it to your desk or on a tripod or whatever, and then you get it in the perfect position to get just the right shot with both webcams. Highly recommend this accessory. It's pretty cheap and it works with both cameras. Let's compare what we just saw with the Logitech C920 to the Logitech BRIO. Some key differences in the design include the fact that it's got a glass lens, which gives it a much higher quality shot, and it's not a 1080p webcam, it is a 4K webcam. The Logitech BRIO can do both 4K and 1080p, so you can, on calls, look fantastic in comparison to virtually every other webcam on the market, other than the AverMedia PW513 that is even more expensive than this. I did a whole separate video series on that one. So the BRIO, other than that though, has a very similar design to every other webcam. It's got the standard mounting solution where it goes on top of your monitor with the little shoulder grip on the front, the little pad on the bottom, and you put it on your monitor and you adjust it accordingly. But one thing that they don't tell you in the marketing materials is that you can pop the bottom of this webcam off. So this little mount on the bottom, you can literally snap it off. It almost feels like you're breaking it. And it exposes a little screw hole on the bottom of the camera under here where you can put it on any mount that you want, including the mounts that I'm listing in the description below to get it in just the right position. Cool? So that's what you need to know about this camera. I don't recommend using either of the built-in microphones in either of these cameras. Neither of them sound good. Get an external microphone. Do not use the built-in microphones. I just think they sound absolutely terrible. Once again, the gooseneck stand, worth it with both cameras as a cheap accessory to improve your quality and to get just the right shot. But as you can see, when we go to the wide shot here with the Logitech BRIO, if you want proper lighting in your space, then you're going to need to consider getting some ground-based lighting or a ring light as a cost-effective option if you want to do a green screen shot, if you want to do just even a standard shot without a green screen. Let me talk about some cost-effective options that I use. I've got 4 of the LED lights that I'm going to show you, as well as the ring light going, and then I will show you the pricing and all the features of those, because lighting matters a lot. As you can see, I'm overexposed right now. I have too much exposure on this camera, but you can adjust it. And so what you want to have is enough light for you to be able to go back and adjust it later, okay? If you don't have enough light, then you can't adjust the exposure properly and the white balance to get a good looking shot. For example, as you can see with my DSLR, the lighting looks great, right? I don't look overexposed, I don't look washed out. That's because these accessories I'm going to show you right now are what's in play in the studio. So I've recommended this kit to, I don't know, hundreds of people, and they love it. It's the newer LED light kit. It's awesome. You basically get these LED lights. You can change the color temperature on them. It's the light plus a power supply plus a stand plus diffusers plus the carrying cases, all for under $200. I own 4 of these. They're amazing. Link below. Love it. If you want a left and right lighting shot to either light a green screen or your background, or to give you a dynamic shadowy look over your face, this lighting kit gives you that opportunity. Also, if you're looking for a green screen setup like I'm currently doing and demoing stuff on the screen, Elgato green screen is my personal recommendation. I own 2 of these, both of which are behind me, and it creates a really tight shot. I've moved this one up and down about 1,000 times, and it has yet to break. So far so good. I recommend that product. And the last one is if you're looking for a really cheap and effective front lighting solution, this is what I use. I use a ring light. Now, warning, if you have glasses, don't use a ring light and put it right in front of you, because you'll get little circles in your eyes and the reflection of your shot. No bueno. But if you don't wear glasses, you can actually put your webcam inside of this ring light, mount it in there, and you just turn on the ring light. It gives you a nice soft glow, makes your skin look good, gets rid of blemishes, and it gives you like a beauty light look. For most people, especially on Zoom calls or webinars or for business purposes, this is absolutely perfect and ideal. And even for YouTubers and streamers like me that just want a simple solution I can turn on every day and make content, the ring light is great for that. You can also add these different filters. It comes with a power supply, a stand, everything under $100. So those are my recommended accessories to go with these webcams. But that's not just an accessory purchase. This isn't just a quality of video purchase. It's also the software side that is critically important with both of these. So I'm going to switch over now to showing you the G Hub software. We're going to turn on chroma key again with both of these cameras so that I can demo them both and show you what's going on with the G Hub software. You ready? So this software is free. As you can see, I'm going to turn off the BRIO, and I'm going to, as you can see, you can quickly, even with the C920, you're looking at the C920 right now, even with the C920, I can quickly chroma key myself out and have a relatively tight chroma key using OBS or slobs or anything else. So I really, really think both cameras are chroma key worthy. The BRIO is going to give you a better chroma key though than the C920. So this is the Logitech G Hub software. It comes free with every Logitech webcam. And let me just show you some of the functionality here. So you can zoom in and out, for example, if you want to punch in somewhere in your shot, you can change the focus just to get it just right. I recommend leaving auto exposure on, and you can choose your priority for your exposure. You can also change different settings, including saturation, sharpness, contrast, and brightness. As you can see, I just turned the saturation down. I'm kind of washed out. I look vampire-like, right? But if I turn the saturation up, some of the color starts to return to my skin, and you guys can choose how you want to look. As you can see, now I look a little bit more natural, right? You can see some of the pink and the red in my skin, the red in my beard, and the red in my lips, and the blue in my eyes. Now that I turn that up, you can make your own decision on what your look is, and you can manually assign your white balance, which is really, really cool. So let's compare and contrast that to the controls that you will get in the Logitech BRIO and the impact that makes. So let's make the C920 go away, and we'll add the BRIO here. You see how much clearer the BRIO is? It really does look better, right? So the BRIO is interesting, and it has some additional controls, as you can see here. You can change the field of view. This is not digital zoom, this is field of view. It punches in on your shot, 65 degrees, 78 degrees, and 90 degree shots as you can control on the software side. Same stuff like zoom and what have you on the other side. You don't really need to worry about that. I recommend you can turn off auto exposure, and as you can see, I was overexposed, and now my exposure is a little bit more natural and a little better now. I was overexposed on purpose earlier because I wanted to show you how the software can actually fix some video issues by using G Hub software and spending some time here. You can also turn on HDR. Other options include all of the video filtering. Whenever you set the video filtering here in G Hub, it works everywhere. So the signal that you're tweaking in here in G Hub will work on Zoom, GoToMeeting, Skype, Slack, whatever kind of calls you're doing. If you're using it in a business capacity, also the same settings that are right here in the software will apply to OBS, Streamlabs OBS, and XSplit, and other broadcasting software. I love it. You can get just the shot you want. Like right now, I don't quite have enough color in my skin, so I could add a little bit of saturation here. Hey, look at that. Now I have color in my skin. You see the impact that makes? And obviously I don't want to have too much, right, and be unnatural, but if I turn up to like 55, hey, now I have color in my skin. Now I'm not overexposed. This looks relatively tight. See the impact of the software side? Don't buy a webcam, guys. Don't buy a webcam that does not have built-in software or software that comes with it allows you to save the settings. And that's a reason why I recommend both the C920 and the Logitech BRIO depending on your budget. So in conclusion, which of these cameras is better? Which one should you buy? The bottom line is this. If you have less than $100 to spend on a webcam, you got to go with the C920. It's still the best option I've ever used under $100. With the software side, it's just, I've used mine for 10 years. Look, it just works, man, and it looks pretty good. It doesn't look great, but it looks pretty good. You'll get a 4 out of 10 with the C920. If you want to bump your quality up to a 5 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10 if you get your lighting just right, the Logitech BRIO can work. And the Logitech BRIO, in my opinion, is the best value in a webcam under $200. There's only one webcam on the market that's better than the BRIO, which is the AverMedia PW513, and that other option that's a competitor to this is over $200. So these are two of the best webcams on the planet. Under 100, get the C920. Under 200, get the BRIO. And if you're going to go above 200, AverMedia PW513. I've got content on that webcam outside of this video on my channel. That's my honest opinion. I've recommended these to hundreds of clients. Last year, I think I sold 630 Logitech webcams to clients and coaching calls and on my YouTube channel to happy customers of both of these types of webcams, and they loved it. So there you go. That's my honest opinion. This was not a sponsored video, but all of the links, affiliate links, are in the description below. If you decide to buy either one of these, please use my affiliate links. I'll get a teeny commission off of that, but you pay the exact same price. Cool? Thank you so much for watching. Happy camera shopping, and I hope you make some great content. with your new camera. Adios.